Hello everyone, welcome to the weekly unboxing here with Snuggly Monkey. This is the time of the week where I open up the boxes that have arrived in the shop this week and share with you the restocks that have come back in. We talk about the supplies that are in there. I tell you a little bit about stuff that's coming up. Hello everyone. While we wait for a couple more folks to join us, a couple of shop updates. We have the first open studio of the year is happening next Saturday, January 28th. Open studios are the days when we open up like a regular retail store, and we're open from 10 until 5, and you're welcome if you're in the Durham area to come in and shop and browse in person. So the first one will be on January 28th. The dates for all the other ones coming up through April are pinned to the top of my profile. Hi Vicki, how are you? So that's going on there. If you did not get the newsletter that went out at the beginning of the week, a heads up that for the first time in 10 years, I am going to be making some changes to shipping on snugglymonkey.com. For 10 years, I have been able to maintain the flat rate shipping model where it was $5 flat rate and then free shipping over 50. But unfortunately, the price hike that is going into effect on Monday, January 22nd from USPS is quite significant. And the flat rate model is no longer really working. So we are switching over to weight-based shipping. What that means is that if you are, it'll be a little bit of both, right? Like if you have a lightweight order, just a couple of skeins of floss, you might actually see lower shipping rates than the $5. But if it's a heavy one, then it is going to be a little bit more expensive just because the cost of shipping is going up, has been going up and is going up quite a bit on Monday. And then free shipping is now going to be over on orders over $75. So those changes will go into effect on Monday, the 22nd, the same day that the USPS rate hike goes into effect. So unfortunately, that's just some of the changes that are coming. But there's also now a lot more options I've partnered up with UPS and FedEx. So you now have a lot more options in how you would like your package delivered, whether you want to use USPS, FedEx, or UPS. So those are some shop updates, and let's go ahead and open up some of these boxes. We've got several here today. The first one is from Hook, Line, and Tinker up in Canada, and these are embroidery kits. They're lots of fun. These are great beginner-friendly embroidery kits, complete kits. They have everything in here that you need. The design is pre-printed on the fabric. It includes your hoop, your thread, your needles, and a basic stitch guide. I've really enjoyed working on Hook, Line, and Tinker kits. She uses really kind of simple, basic stitches. This is her lighthouse design. I actually like that she doesn't use a ton of different colors. A lot of them are either single color, like the raven here, or just a couple of different colors. And they're just really fun to stitch, and they're quick and easy. The fabric that she uses to print her designs on is really, really nice. It's this really soft cotton, very easy to stitch through. So if you are looking to get into embroidery and are looking for a great kit to start with, all of her kits I would highly recommend. And then she has kind of graded all of her kits, and so in the description for the Hook, Line, and Tinker kits on snugglymonkey.com, you will see that it says whether it's beginner friendly. This one she calls ambitious beginner friendly. So ones that have a little bit more, either more stitching or a slightly more complicated stitch than a back stitch or a running stitch is what she calls the ambitious beginner. But like I said, these are all pretty beginner friendly. They're really fun to stitch. They are all 6-inch round kits, and I think we've got about like 10 or 12 of her designs. This one's really cute, the squid balling yarn. Again, another ambitious beginner friendly design. And then this, of course, this is the lighthouse, but this is inside of one of the modern hoopla frames. So this is the hoop that comes with the kit, is your standard 6-inch wooden hoop, and then that's popped into the modern hoopla frame to hang it up on the wall. So we've got a good restock from Hook, Line, and Tinker. Next up is a box from Jessica Long Embroidery. So there's more kits in here. And then these are brand new, so you're not going to find these on the site yet. But Jessica just released this foundation hand embroidery companion cards deck, which I thought looked really cool. So I'm actually really excited to see them in person because I've only seen them online. But basically it's like a playing card deck that shows you how to do different embroidery stitches. So it shows you color photographs of what the stitch looks like, and then on the back it gives you a diagram and an explanation on how to complete the stitch. There's also a QR code that's going to take you to, I don't know if it's a video or just her website, but I thought this was really cool. I love a good stitch dictionary. I love having a reference. I've shown it to you all before, that I keep kind of a running hoop that I've had for years, and every time that I want to learn a new stitch or just try out something new, it's kind of my practice hoop. And so this would actually, I think, be really fun for something like that, because you could just pick out a card and decide that's the stitch that you're gonna try out. So these are brand new. Like I said, this is the first time I'm seeing them, so I will get them listed as soon as possible, and you'll see them up in the shop very soon. All right, so we've got the foundation decks are in here, and then we've got a good restock of several of Jessica's embroidery kits. And so Jessica's kits are a little bit more expensive than some of the other kits around, but it's because of the hoops and thread and stuff that she provides in here. She uses the F.A. Edmonds hardwood beech hoops in her kit, so it's a really nice, high quality wooden embroidery hoop that's in each one of her kits. And then, like many of the others, it includes the design is pre-printed on the fabric. It has all of your floss that you need in the colors she recommends, and then she's got a pretty detailed stitching guide that's going to guide you through how to stitch up her different kits. So this is the spiral sampler. This is what she considers one of her beginner kits. It teaches you several kind of basic and intermediate embroidery stitches, and you create this cute little spiral design. And then what else is in here? We've got some of her delicate roses kits are in here. There should be lots of her needle minders should be in here. Yeah, all right. So we've got the super adorable little otters. This is an enamel needle minder, so they're like the enamel pins. And then the sweet little chickadee is in here as well. So there are more kits in here. This is the Autumn Birds kit. So it's a pretty good, I've been running a little bit low on her kits, so it's a nice, good restock of Jessica's kits. So all of these I will get listed in the system as soon as I'm done here, so you'll see them all back in the shop really, really soon. All right, I have this box here and another one right there. These are from Wonderfil. So it's lots and lots of pearl cotton and thread. We've got a good restock of the Allison Glass Wonderfil pearl cotton sets. These are all size 8. This collection is the Stars collection, and it's all 12 of the variegated colors in the Allison line, Wonderfil line. And then we've got some of her Flora sets are in here. This one is called Sun. There are 48 colors in the Allison Glass Wonderfil collection. 12 of them are variegated and 36 are solids. So the way that these sets work is she's got 4 sets, each with 12 colors. So if you were to purchase each one of her sets, you would have the entire 48 color collection. So there's no repeats between the different solid sets. So Flora has 12 colors, Fauna has another 12 colors, Sun has the last 12 colors, and Stars is all of the variegated colors. So that's so if you really like her colors, which I love her colors, and you wanted to kind of collect her entire set, that's an easy way to do it, is to buy all 4 of the box sets. In here we also have some of the spaghetti sets, and spaghetti is Wonderfil's 12 weight sewing thread. If you're not familiar with 12 weight thread, this is a thread that can be used in your sewing machine. For lots of folks use it for big stitch quilting. It's a very visible thread when you use it in a sewing machine, but it also is about the equivalent of 2 strands of embroidery floss. So lots of folks use it for embroidery. It works, it's very easy. You don't have to divide down any floss. You just pull it straight off the spool. It's a great value for your money because each one of these spools has, I can't remember off the top of my head how many yards are on here, but they're quite big. They're a pretty decent size. So you get a lot of thread that you can use for embroidery on here. And if you are curious as to what embroidery looks like with 12 weight, so this I did with the Sulky 12 weight, the Sulky Petites, but the Wonderfil is very, very similar. And as you can see, it looks a lot like embroidery floss. So this is the same pattern done with 2 strands of embroidery floss. So side by side, they are fairly similar, and you get the same result, just a little bit ease of use because you can just pull it straight off the spool and you don't have to divide down the colors. So these are the spaghetti sets, and there's different color options. This is neutral. This one is called Garden. This is a brand new one that, again, is not in the shop yet because this is the first time I'm seeing it. And this is Violet Craft. She's a quilter and a quilt designer, and she put together this collection of colors. It's really, really pretty. So this is a new 12 weight set. What else is in here? Okay, then the rest down here is more of the Allison Glass sets, and then we've got lots of the individual Wonderfil size 8 pearl to refill the cabinet. So all 100 colors of Wonderfil should be back in stock by this afternoon. A couple folks have asked. I am going to be getting the Wonderfil variegated cabinet this year, so ta-da! More individual spools. So that'll be coming, and I think that's another 100 colors of the variegated pearl cotton thread. I have been and am continuing to phase out the Presencia Finca pearl cotton, and with what's left, I'm going to make some mystery sets that you'll be able to choose whether you want cool colors, warm colors, or neutrals. And then you'll get a bag of assorted Presencia. So that'll be happening soon. All right, and the last set of boxes that I have here is from Olympus. And so this is a big restock of Sashiko supplies. This box here is a restock of the Olympus thin thread. So this is Olympus's, I guess not so new, it's been out for a few years now. Thin Sashiko thread, similar to the Daruma thin, the ones on the cards. It's a similar thickness, a little bit thinner. This is their 20 color sampler, so you get, I think it is 10 meters of each color of the 20 colors that are available in this line. So it's a great way if you want to try out different colors in your Sashiko. These kits are really handy just because you get lots and lots of colors. And then they actually include these cardboard thread holders so that you can wind your little skeins on the thread holders and keep your thread nice and organized and from getting knotted. If you decide that you like the Olympus thin, it works really well for hand quilting as well. Then this is how the Olympus thin comes in these little balls with 88 yards of thread on each one. So it's quite a bit of thread is on each little ball. And I have them in, I think I have 15 of the 20 colors here in stock. So That's what's in this box, is lots of Olympus thin sashiko thread. There's another huge box here on the floor that's a little bit too heavy to pick up. But what's in here is a big restock of Olympus's sashiko thread. And Olympus has announced that they are releasing new colors of sashiko thread in the next couple of months. There's going to be, I think, 5 new colors in the 100-meter skeins. They're adding to their pastel line. And then they are releasing a sashiko étoile, which is like a sparkle thread. So not a full-on metallic. It'll be the cotton floss, but it'll have a metallic thread woven in there, so it'll have a little bit of sparkle to it, which I think is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to getting a hold of those. We've got the Kogan kits if you want to try out Kogan. Kogan is a style of sashiko that is somewhat similar to counted cross stitch. There is a chart in here that tells you exactly where you're going to be stitching. It's done on even weave fabric, so you're actually counting the little boxes, and that's how you create your stitches. And the kits now come with full English instructions, which was a really nice surprise when I opened this earlier, and I said, oh, I hadn't seen that before. So that's really nice that now if you want the instructions in English with the little Kogan coaster kits, they're now attached, which is cool. And then the other kind of new thing that is up in the shop, and several of you have already found, is the sashiko patch sets are back. These were super duper popular. Olympus had released them maybe 3 or 4 years ago. And they were available in 3 different colors, and then they discontinued them a couple years ago, which was kind of sad because they were very popular. Lots of folks liked them, and what they are is essentially you get 6 different patches in this pack. It's the same wash away ink, but the idea is that you can use them to mend your jeans, to create a patch on your jeans, or sew them together for patchwork projects, use them in bags. They are bigger than the coasters, but smaller than the Hanafukin 12 by 12. I believe these are 8 by 6 is what I want to say. So they've brought them back, and they have brought them back on the Kofu Tsumugi cotton fabric. And so what that is similar to Essex yarn dyed. It is a fabric where the weft and the weave are 2 different colors. And so you've got kind of little shots of black in with the other colors. So this is the mouse gray. What it does is it gives your fabric, I think, some visual interest. It gives it some depth. There's a little bit of variegation in there. And so I have these now in 3 different colors. This is the mouse gray. This is what they call ultramarine blue. So it's a really, really dark navy blue. And then this is the black. So these are really fun. I stitched them up years ago when they were originally released. And I did use one as a patch on a bag. I took the others and I sewed them into a table runner. So it's a really fun, easy project. Good thing to have on hand where you can stitch just one at a time, use it on a mending project, and move on. There is also, with these, Olympus has released a sashiko mending kit. These are not up on the website yet, but what this is it gives you a couple of these patches in here. It gives you the thread, the needles, the thimble, and then it gives you, do they come with thread? The patches themselves, no, these are just the fabric. There's nothing else in here. There's no thread, no needles. These mending kits do come with thread, needles, thimble, and then you get some of the wagara, the Japanese fabric, is in here as well, so that you can use everything in here to patch and mend your clothing. Great for visible mending. Like I said, these are brand new, so I need to photograph them and get them up on the website, which will hopefully happen soon. The helper that was here with me last fall couldn't fit working into her schedule this semester, So I'm going to be hiring for a shop assistant again very soon. But right now I'm doing everything on my own, so things are a little bit slower, which is why stuff is taking a little bit longer than normal. Okay, so that's pretty much it. The rest of the box down there is all the Olympus. It's a restock of a lot of the threads. The samplers are in there. The persimmon tannin dyed sashiko thread is in there. All that good stuff is in there. So that box has already been entered into the inventory system, so all of the Olympus stuff is up on the site, and I will get all the rest of this put in as soon as I sign off. So you'll be seeing all this within the next hour or so. I'm still waiting on several more boxes today. I just got the notification that the box from Kiriki Press is on its way. And just as a heads up, because I was just told the Kiriki Press needle threaders, they are going to be simplifying their product line. So right now, the micro and the classic come in the floral lace, the bear, and the bunny. You can get any of those designs. They're going to be shrinking that down. I can't remember off the top of my head which one is which, but like the bear is going to be the micro, the bunny is going to be the classic, and the floral lace is going to be the tapestry. So it's just going to be one of each. So what's in the shop right now is kind of the last batch. From here on forward, I'll only be able to order the particular, what I just said, like whichever one it was that they decided was a classic is that one. So if you have been wanting one and are very attached to which design it has, you might want to grab one of those before they go. The other thing I discovered yesterday, which I was really sad about, is I can't get Beeswax Bliss anymore. That has been a top seller for years and years, and I can't get it anymore. So what's in the shop is the last of the Beeswax Bliss. If you like that as your thread conditioner, you might want to stock up, because I don't know what happened. I don't know where they went, but I can't seem to get that anymore. So that was a little bit sad, but all right, there we go. That's all that I have for you today. I will hopefully be back again next week with some more boxes. Like I said, Kiriki Press is coming in. I'm waiting on the Auvers from Paris, should be on its way. We'll have boxes from Tamarna here in Israel. So lots of the international boxes are kind of floating around, and we'll see when those get here. But I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I will talk to you all again soon. Thanks so much. Bye.